Okay, I'm gonna go confront Tony with what Nancy's dad just said and see what she has to
Hi,
say about it.
welcome. What can I get for you?
My father tells me you're the majority shareholder in the Heights development.
Technically, I have investments in that and other local organizations.
Does that mean you could benefit from the sale of the land if it was no longer protected?
I don't care for that implication. Yes, I could make money from the sale, but I invested in the property, which was languishing, by the way, as an act of public service.
I think you set the fire on purpose to cash in on your investment.
You think I set the fire? What is it? What is it about this town? I swear, working in city government is like posting a big sign that reads, "Hi there, crazy people, please drop in any time."
But you'd benefit from the building burning down. That establishes your motive.
Yeah. Book yourself a room on that sinking ship and tell me how it turns out. When disaster strikes, people always look at the beneficiary. Always. Regardless of what you think of me. I'm not the type to burn down a building, and I'm really not the type to set myself up to be the main suspect.
Can you prove that?
You can't prove a negative. I don't have to prove that I'm innocent. You, on the other hand.
I'll let you go.
Bye.
Well, she's definitely
Hello.
not admitting.
See you later.
anything.
Bye. Hi, Nancy.
I'll let you go.
See ya.
Okay, it's time to investigate the tunnel situation, which we need to talk to Alexi about. Because he's lived in this town for a long time, so maybe he knows something about the tunnels.
Nancy, I need to ask. Why did you trust me right away? Your friends didn't.
We sleuths have to stick together. Plus, my father said you were worth trusting.
He did.
He did.
Well, that's just... I don't even know what to say. I'm surprised to hear that, I guess.
I'm stuck. Do you have any advice from your detective days?
Times were different back then. The town's a lot nicer these days. Used to have lots of crooks running around in those tunnels.
Tunnels?
Yeah, there's a whole network of tunnels under the town. They say they're from the Cold War, but they're even older. Built by smugglers and the like. And the city turned them into a fallout shelter in the 50s.
How do I find my way in?
I don't know if I should help you with that. The tunnels are very dangerous.
I have to find a way into the tunnels. My case depends on it.
I see. You know, Nancy, when I was younger, I used to love to read. A good book always gave me great ideas. There's a book over there you should check out.
I really don't have time for that.
There's always time for this book. I always brought it with me on my adventures as a kid. You'll want to read it cover to cover.
I'll let you go.
Good day.
Okay, so he's definitely alluding to some clue in this book.
Alexi said cover to cover. There must be a code on the book's cover. It's a coded guide for getting around the tunnels.
The tunnels exist. Found great hidden entrance on the road out in front of the old antiques shop. I should buy the shop someday. Which option below is the next step of the above sequence? Okay, so we have to determine the pattern here and then pick A, B, or C for the next one. So the top row and middle row repeat. So like for the top row, it's triangle, circle, heart, triangle, heart, triangle. That doesn't really help us with this one though, except for the triangle moves to the right side here, so maybe the heart moves to the right side, and then the middle row also repeats heart, diamond, diamond, square, square, circle. So we know that 6 will have square, circle as its middle shapes, and it's so since the heart goes to the right side, it's B because the heart is here. So after you've picked an option, follow its rules on which marked doors to go through in the tunnel rooms. If you pick the correct one, you'll quickly find your way out again from any room. So we get to a certain point in the game We'll have to follow option B instructions.
Alexi's guide said there'd be a tunnel entrance right outside the antique shop.
Hello.
You're the one who left me the notes, aren't you?
Yes.
You lured me to town hall. You led me to that room. All I need to know now is whether you were trying to frame me or trying to kill me.
They both would have made a great story.
You won't get away with this.
You and I both know you have no proof.
I've got your fingerprints, and
And I'll be on the air before you know it, spinning your story so hard that every potential juror in this town will be itching to lock you up and throw away the key.
Far from it. I'm going to make sure everyone in this town finds out who you really are.
Look, you do what you want. If I were you, I'd take my head start and book myself a flight out of the country.
I'm not the type to run away.
Before you say that, I'd take a good long look at Alexi. That man's sad, broken down, lonely life in that grimy old store is your future if you stay. Your choice.
This is about the Antiquities show, isn't it?
This is about you. You know who screws up my leads? You. You know who gets in my way? You. You know who I'm sick of? Precious, special, Nancy Drew. I'm going to love watching this town turn its back on you.
Yikes. Okay, so we need to talk to George. I wonder actually if we can talk to everyone.
Hello.
I know it's Brenda that started the fire. She set me up.
Ha! Good. I'm glad it's someone awful. You have proof?
I'm working on it.
I wish I could help you. She's the worst. The absolute worst. She's only got that job because of her dad, and because she's good at shortcuts or something.
What do you mean by Brenda being good at shortcuts?
She's got to be. She's always there before anyone else. That's all she's got going.
Bye.
Later.
Hello.
Brenda's the one who set the fire. You've got to help me.
Do I? I don't think that I do.
You're fine with letting her get away with this?
Do you know how hard it is to get things done with you around? You and your friends always snooping around, causing trouble.
We don't cause trouble. We expose troublemakers.
When you're stuck cleaning up the mess, it doesn't make a difference.
I can't believe you're not going to help me stop Brenda.
You'll get used to the idea.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
I'm kind of sad that we can't talk to Ned in person. I don't even know. Can we call him? Let's see.
Hi.
Ned,
Oh,
I
yeah.
need some help. Brenda's going to turn this whole town against me.
I know, things are looking pretty bad. If Brenda runs this story... Wait a second. Brenda might have a hold on the River Heights media, but I know a lot of people in Mapleton. I'm going to run there now. If I can convince the Mapleton Press to pick up the story on Brenda, I don't know if that will work, but at least we'll be fighting back.
Ned, you don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. I know you can handle things here. Let me work on this just in case.
Thanks, Ned. Goodbye.
Thanks, bye.
You've reached Carson Drew. If this is Nancy, I was able to book a flight home. I'm in the air now. I have a lot of transfers, but I'll be home as soon as I can.
Okay, well,
Hi.
It's Brenda. She's framing me, and she's about to go on the air to make things even worse.
I knew I hated her for a good reason. What do we do?
I don't know. I'm going to have to stop that broadcast. I'll let you go.
See ya.
Hello.
I need help stopping Brenda. She's trying to frame me.
If we don't learn from the mistakes of history, You have to fight fire with fire. She's gonna go after you with everything she's got until you show the world how rotten she is. Don't let her get away. Don't run away. Fight her head on. Find a way to turn this around on her. I know you can do it.
Bye.
Until next time.
I wonder if we can tell the police. I don't think we can, but maybe.
Drew, less knocking, more not knocking.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can't. Okay, so ultimately we want to talk to George because she will have a solution for us.
Hey.
Do you know about any tunnels in River Heights?
Yeah, I didn't know that they were actually real. How cool is that?
It's Brenda. She's setting me up.
I knew you'd figure it out.
Now I just need to figure out how to stop her broadcast.
Say no more. I know just the thing. Let me go grab it. If you can go find a battery for me, I'll be right back.
Okay, George is getting some device that needs a battery, which Nancy has in her drawer here. How convenient.
Oh my gosh! Who would do something like that? Someone could really get hurt.
Who would do this?
Arsonists will get a taste of their own medicine.
Some of the fine citizens of River Heights have been expressing their outrage ever since you were arrested.
I can't believe someone would do that.
Don't worry about it. They're just a big bunch of cowards. We'll take care of this for you.
Were you able to find anything to stop Brenda?
I think I've got something good. Sort of. It's in pieces, but I'll figure it out. Maybe you could help?
Of course. What is it?
A jammer. Once this baby is up and running, there'll be no way she can get her broadcast on the air. Do you have the battery?
Yes. Here.
That's exactly the one I need.
Perfect.
We need to hurry. I'll work on getting all the pieces wired up if you could work on getting all the connections powered on.
You got it. I need to get all of the connections powered on. Got it. This should keep Brenda from going on the air for a little while at least.
Perfect! You'll need to connect it to the signal box in Brenda's van. She should be using the standard system, so you'll just need to connect the two together. Here, take a look. There are colored wires with this. Just connect the identical color terminals with a matching color wire. Be careful not to cross any wires though, or it'll short out and not turn on. Once it's on, it'll be blocking the signal but will only last for about 30 minutes before the battery dies. I wish I could make it last longer, but it's the best I can do right now. Go find a way to put it on Brenda's van's antenna, but don't let her know it's there. Once it's on, you'll have to move quickly. It won't last long.
What's going on? Any new developments?
Ned called. Things aren't going well in Mapleton. That means we have one shot at this. Okay, George, think.
You've done enough. Don't worry.
I can't just sit here. You need backup. Okay, you go for Brenda. Bess and I are going to the station. I'm going to send Bess in to sweet talk the management. If that fails, I'll try my best to cut the broadcast from the station. I don't know if I'll be able to figure out their system in time. Sitting here won't help. I gotta get moving. Nancy, good luck.
Nancy has some pretty great friends. Okay, so we are gonna go to the van, get her to leave. Which, have you noticed that her van doesn't leave when we
Action News Tip line for
give a
Brenda
tip?
Carlton. Please speak clearly when prompted. To report breaking news in the North River Heights area, say yes. Otherwise, say no.
Yes.
You have indicated a breaking news story in the North River Heights area. Brenda Carlton will be notified directly. Goodbye.
Okay, so we want to put
The jammer should go here. All I need to do next is match the colored terminals. That's it. Signal is getting jammed. Time to hurry.
5C21B. So that will help us.
This must be how Brenda gets around town so quickly.
So we're gonna go into the tunnels now. I could have gone in here before, but I want to find the door that matches the key number. So 5C21B.
This is definitely enough evidence for the chief to know it was Brenda. Brenda!
Nancy? Lose something? I'll be honest, I was not expecting to see you here. Clever move with the jammer.
This is how you got into town hall to start the fire, isn't it?
If you have to ask, do I need to bother to answer?
Why? Why would you do this?
You've got the next 10 to 20 years to figure that out. I'll give you a hint. If they give you TV privileges in the big house, you'll be seeing a lot of me.
But why frame me?
If I didn't, you'd screw up everything for me. And now you can't. Here it is. Take a good look. It may look like a tape, but to you, it's the final nail in your coffin.
I need to get out of here and stop Brenda before she broadcasts whatever is on that tape.
Okay. I like how she has a dartboard with Nancy's silhouette.
That's definitely enough isopropyl alcohol to burn down town hall.
Okay, we need to take that and get out of here by going through this door. And we have to get out before the,
Stuck. Oh, there has to be a way to get this open.
Before this goes down. Okay, so this is where the instructions from Alexi's book come in handy. So if only 2 doors, then continue ahead. Else, if exactly 3 doors, blah, blah, blah. This room has 4 doors. So, at first 4 doors with no spiral, which is where we are, take the rectangle door. Okay, this room only has 2 doors, so we just go ahead. This room has 4 doors. If entered through the semicircle or circle, then not circle. If spiral is next to rectangle, then take circle. If spiral is not next to a rectangle, then take this, which I think is the situation we're in. So, oh, and by the way, this symbol is like a regular circle, even though it looks like an oval. Okay, this is the right way for this one. And if there's only 2 doors, we just go into the only door option available. I think if there's 3 doors, we just take the middle door. If 3 symbols match, then take center one of the matches. Okay, I'm gonna go back through the door I just came from because I don't remember. Okay, so it is a spiral. The symbol doesn't change. Okay. So for this one, I think we want to go straight because the spiral's not next to a rectangle. Or a square. Oh, if exactly 3 doors and one of them is a square, then not that or that. So one of them is a square. Never mind, this is just a regular square, not a rectangle. I'm going way too slow. Okay, not circle or... So that means I have to go through the square. Okay. 2 doors. 2 doors. 2 doors. 4 doors. I think we go through this one because the spiral is not next to a rectangle. Okay, this one is 3 symbols that match, then take center one of the matches. So we want to take this one. Okay, let's get out of here. And before you open this, make sure to grab...
I knew we were getting close. Today just keeps on getting better.
This is the medallion for the clues challenge. And now we will give the chief...
Chief, I've got something you need to see.
Nice job, Nancy.
Could no longer contain the darkness inside herself. In a desperate act, she set the night sky ablaze. Perhaps we'll never know what caused Nancy Drew to strike the match that forever changed this town. But one thing is certain. River Heights will be a safer place with Nancy Drew behind bars. With a heavy heart, we must forever say goodbye to a former hero and look bravely... Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a broadcast.
Brenda Carlton, you're under arrest.
No, this isn't happening. You can't do this. Get your hands off of me. You don't want to mess with me. I've got dirt on all of you. I could ruin every single one of you.
Yeah, that's a risk we'll have to take. Back to you, Jim.
Dear Hannah, Brenda was right about one thing. Her broadcast did make it all the way to the national news. Just not exactly the way she had intended. Not the type to let a little thing like a prison sentence get in the way of her ambition. She's already started working the weather news desk at Heights Regional Correction Center. I'm sure she'll work her way to the lead anchor desk during the next 10 to 20 years. While Tony had nothing to do with the fire, she did show her true colors. As the details of the case emerged, public support for Tony fell to an all-time low. Tony quietly removed her name from the ballot, but remains behind the counter at Scoop. It'll be a while before any of us go out for ice cream again. To everyone's surprise, the time capsule survived the fire. And sure enough, when it was opened, J.P. Bennington's so-called stolen property was recovered. After decades, Alexei was finally vindicated. Dad is working on formally pardoning Alexei of all wrongdoing. For once, Alexei seems pretty happy. When I asked him if he's interested in being a detective again, he said, never again. But he did say he would be happy to help anytime. Deirdre is still Deirdre. She's throwing a post-clues challenge party this weekend. Not surprisingly, Ned's been invited. And not surprisingly, Bess, George, and I have not. Not that we go anyway. The town hall is set to be demolished soon and replaced with a new museum celebrating the history of River Heights. Word is that Alexei may be asked to be head curator. Now that I've been publicly exonerated, the town has really started to show its support again. My neighbors have gotten together to repair our window, and my house is overflowing with notes of support and baked treats. For me, it's just nice to no longer be public enemy number one. As the winners of the Clues Challenge, I got to choose what to place in the time capsule. I'm pretty happy with what I chose to put in there. If you think about it, you'll be able to figure out what it is. Or you could always wait 50 years until it's reopened. Finally, I couldn't have gotten through everything without help from the best friends a girl could have. And of course, your wonderful gift basket. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy.
Team Danger. Oh, nice. Okay, I got a lot of awards. Fire Specialist, Legal Lawyer, Cartographer, Dairylicious for trying the flavors. That one was a hard one. Team Player for getting everyone involved. Audio Analyst for thoroughly reviewing the files. Oh, I didn't get any Easter eggs because I can't even think of where an Easter egg would be. Number is stuff for love of the game.
Halfway across the world, beyond Cairo and the ancient pyramids, a lost world rises from the shifting desert sands. I've joined leading archaeologists to help unearth a site that some say may be the true tomb of Egypt's legendary lost queen. But once I arrive, rumors of terrifying curses fly, and stories of the site's deadly past begin to surface. It's up to me to solve an ancient riddle and find Egypt's legendary lost queen before a curse as old as the pharaohs themselves seals my fate forever. Join me in my next adventure, Tomb of the Lost Queen.
I love ancient Egypt, so I do like that game, although I will say it's kind of chaotic and confusing and disorganized. But it's just, I don't know, the setting is so fun. I don't care that the plot is crazy. So yeah, I will do Tomb of the Lost Queen next. As we can see here is a receipt for all of the ice cream that Bess ate, which is a lot of ice cream. A lot of ice cream. But yeah, so that was Alibi and Ashes. I love that Brenda is the culprit. She's such a good villain. So like evil, honestly. And the way that she gets caught is hilarious. Chief McGinnis arresting her on live television. But yeah, I love that game. It's set in River Heights, Nancy's hometown. It's just like very unique and different from all the other games in this series. So huge fan. Also, so much Bess George content, Ned. I love Deirdre. She's so sassy, and I'm so glad that she comes back in future games. She's a phone contact in The Deadly Device, which is the game after Tomb of the Lost Queen, and then she's also in Midnight in Salem. So I am glad that they like brought her back and continue to use her as a character. But yeah, that's Alibi and Ashes. So thank you for watching, and if you made it this far, let's watch the bloopers. Never mind, there are no bloopers. I did not know that there were no bloopers. Okay, so I guess I'm wondering if there are no bloopers in any of the games from here on out. Well, anyway, thank you for watching.